Hi to my subscribers and those of you who are new. I am Esther Thomas, and welcome to Live Life Journey. Be still and know that I am God is a scripture that I have grown up with, heard, listened to message to, but didn't really, I don't know. It didn't mean anything to me at those times. But recently, since this pregnancy, I have been challenged, and I challenge myself to be still and to really take this time of self-reflection and self-mastery and really trying to get to know who I am and what is important to me and what are my desires without ties to what people think, what I want to look like, what I want people to think, or what do I really want? What are my deepest desires for my life? And it has been hard, but in this stillness, and again, stillness means something different for everybody. For me, it meant stillness in my academic pursuits. No joke. So, if you were to talk to me last year, I'm talking about last September, I wanted to pursue a doctor of educational leadership. Over the summer, I wanted to pursue, become a naturopathic doctor, because of the shift that was happening in my family and the benefits. And I was like, I want to learn, I want to know more. And the best way was to become a doctor, duh. Of course. And then I considered my master's in nutrition. I also considered an MBA because my job would pay for it, because a huge driver for me is a free education, in the sense of doing a fellowship or entering a program that I would not have to take out student loans for. And I have done it in the past. And as a result, I have accumulated $82,000, and I want to pay it off in 3 or 4 years. So, very ambitious goal, but we treat it like a mortgage. And it's been awesome. It's been tough, but it's been awesome. And so, because one of my goals is to have it, free, I have to consider. So some programs that I was considering, I can't anymore because there's no scholarships. After doing a lot of research, there's not really any scholarships, opportunities, or jobs won't pay for it. So that's one of my drivers. And in this stillness, I was just going to get a degree because it was free. That's also not a good thing. That's why I considered my MBA, and my plan was to take a few classes this spring semester and start in the fall. This pregnancy said no. My child said, Mom, not today. And I said, okay, let me listen. Let me really self-reflect, evaluate. What do I want? And not only what do I want, but what works for my family. Because I did choose to get married at a young age. I did choose to have children relatively young. And by young, I mean I had my daughter when I was 24. I am now 26, turning 27 by the time I have my second one. And so for someone who's ambitious, usually the trend is you have kids later in life. But that's not my story. I'm able to have a partner who is okay with giving me that space and is secure with that, and is helping me. And the partnership, we have a partnership, and it's been great. And it's we had to learn how to make it work. But in this stillness, I realized to just stop, to really reflect and think, what do I want? Not only for me, but for my family. And during this stillness, I have been able to jump with Brielle on the bed. Take literally 2 minutes to jump with her. She's on her bed jumping, and I'm on the side, making sure she doesn't fall, but, laughing, having dance parties in our living room, all 4 of us, including this child, as we're dancing away, singing, laughing, but giving myself that time. And since I've done that, I mean, a whole world has been open to me of possibilities and things I haven't considered before, like becoming a politician. Why not? Maybe. I don't know. That I've never considered in the past, or I don't know, just really thinking about, hey, what do I want? What kind of difference do I want? What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? What kind of legacy do I want to leave for my daughter and this next child? But in stillness, you really, really, if you listen, because in stillness you could just not pay attention, but in stillness, if you really listen to your heart, not your gut, and just paying attention to what's around you and allowing yourself to have and do different things that you probably wouldn't have done before, and connect with folks you wouldn't have done before because of time. I mean, I think it opens up a new door, and I've seen it in my life. So I hope my action call to you is to try stillness and find out what stillness means for you, because it's an amazing thing. I believe it's, you don't have to sit in it for too long. It depends what you need. But in stillness, you really reflect and ask yourself those hard questions. And if you need help coming up with those hard questions, we could do a video on that too. What are those questions? Because sometimes we don't know. Well, what do I ask myself, you know? So please join me on this journey of stillness, because I believe someone in the background is orchestrating something amazing, and it looks different for everybody, but taking the time to listen to what that is for you. I'll see you in my next video.